everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Sunday, March 15th, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern. Now, there's a lot of, as I've shared with everybody over the past several months, that you're gonna start witnessing and seeing things and experiencing things that, it does get a little hectic when you're aware of certain things, because you've got so many frequencies and energies swirling around, and you cannot help but you can remove yourself to a certain extent, but since you're connected to the civilization, you will feel unsettledness. It could be subtle, it could be heightened, or it could accentuate some of your discomforts that you experience anyway, that you've been able to abate or to eliminate, and then having it surface again. This is happening with many on the planet because of this cover, I guess you could call it, that's going on with this virus. And it's pretty much, it's an apparent, how do you put it, a deception. In the Matrix, it's not unusual to have the deception that a lot of people that are bicameral, conscious but still believe they're bicameral, having these things take place. So it's an interesting scenario on this, and if you look at and I wanted to share this with everybody, is that this comes from our tribal nation, and it's actually from a master degree holder who worked at Shenzhen Hospital and later transferred to Wuhan, which is the epicenter of the disease, to study the new pneumonia virus. And he called his relatives to pass this useful information to all relatives and friends. Here's a quote. Excuse me. If you have a running nose and sputum occur during a cold, it cannot be concluded that it is a new type of coronavirus pneumonia, because coronavirus is a dry cough without running nose. This is the simplest way to identify it. He also informed that this new type of coronary pneumonia virus is not heat resistant and will be killed in an environment of 26 to 27 degrees centigrade. Therefore, as long as the body maintains heat, eat more ginger and do more exercise, and you will not be infected with the virus. If you have a high fever, cover yourself with a quilt. Drink ginger soup to increase the body heat energy without the need for a vaccine. Eating more ginger, garlic, pepper, as pepper can solve it. Eat less sweet, sour, and salty, and don't go to cold weather areas. Now, the virus will disappear completely when exposed to the sun. So this kind of gives you how simple this whole thing is. You remember I shared with you, all of you, that the panic, when you panic, you lose. You create something out of nothing, and then it basically affects the one who created it. So this is it's almost like stay warm, drink plenty of fluids. you know. But this one is basically, it's no different than a cold strain, but it affects things differently. And it is really, honestly, it isn't an issue. It's like anything. If you catch something, and I'm putting this in perspective so people can understand this. If you catch something, usually it's because your immune system is compromised. It's not effective enough to fend off whatever it is the body has been invaded with. So most of you, pay close attention to, our Fulmina line and, the application and how to have a better relationship with your body. And this is one of the main reasons why you see all of this running around, buying toilet paper, paper towel, and, trying to stock up on all kinds of stuff. Is because people fighting over toilet paper at some grocery stores. I've had people report to me that, in different parts of the country, there's people in stores that are fighting over toilet paper. So understand something here. In a bicameral civilization, what we have is pretty common when you see these confrontations, and the ego is rampantly in control. So instead of thinking for yourself, governing yourself, you're being led by something that is pretty, and it really is insignificant. Colds are insignificant. They're just part, when we understand that our immune system has been compromised from the beginning, from a child, when they do multiple injections, and then through life. So it is all about increasing the vibrational harmony with your body and the immune system. So we're continually going to be boosting the immune system in our bodies through the Fulmina direction on what we're coming out with. And, it's just kind of like, okay, so I'm healthy. If you're an elderly and you catch a cold, any of you who are in your 80s or 90s and you catch a cold, it's rougher on you than if you were 25, 30, 45, so on and so forth. It's no different. It's just the same kind of responsibility that we have for our bodies to say, okay, fine, so I learned to wash my hands better. I used to teach people how to wash their hands in certain environments. And so, in fact, they've made videos on how to wash your hands, believe it or not. So this is all a perspective. It's how you take it in, and we are all affected emotionally. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking so much about this cold virus, different strain, so to speak, of a cold virus. It's more of our emotion through the heart mind and the ego mind, and understanding that, and since the collective consciousness and the civilization is in discomfort, so to speak, we feel that. Whether you know it or not, we will pick up those frequencies. It's not like we're monitoring them. It's just that we know that we experience it. You might go, normally you go to bed and everything's fine, comfortable, and, you sleep, but then lately you're having issues with, waking up, and a sense of worry, maybe a sense of fear, discomfort that kind of comes over you. It's kind of like a forlornment type of feeling. It's not you, okay? It is the civilization. So this is something that's never really been addressed to this civilization, this planet. When we talk about we are all one, that's pretty much literal. And people say, well, we're separate. Yeah, we're separate, experiencing as one. Okay, so we're all different. We all look different, and we're all experiencing different things in our existence, our lives. But we're all one, so it affects us. And some different than others. It's all different ways. But when you're aware of it, you're able to basically dispel it, or to lighten it, or to literally the main reasons why people become discombobulated and kind of worried and stressed for no reason whatsoever. So this is more of an effect than the actual cold itself of this issue. You see what I mean? Now you can understand. We'll go more into this on the TFCC this week, but you'll be able to understand the transition that's actually happening, and you become much more clear and knowledgeable, and you're not in the dark, and you're not in ignorance, because you understand. And this is a good thing across the planet, because a lot of people that are awake enough to understand this is, well, I'm feeling these things because the collective consciousness, the planet, the people are experiencing fear. And older bodies, I'll put older bodies, are experiencing, fear, oh, geez, what if I get, and I don't know what, and you see those emotions? You see what happens? And so that's why you should try to be much more conscious and aware of this, that it's not really you all of a sudden that you're experiencing these things emotionally, physically. It's everyone. It's everyone who's being stressed or worried or concerned. It's the collective of the planet. And I think that once people begin to embrace that and understand it, they know how to maneuver it. I know I'm getting this, so I'm going to go into, I'm going to be silent. I'm going to go into being. And I'm going to put intention out there to assist those who are experiencing fear, worry, stress. And in a good way, we can lift that heaviness that a lot of people take on. They take it on, say, and we know why they take it on, because of the ego mind. It's the monkey mind that goes on. And all of us are susceptible to it, but the more that are conscious, the more of us that are conscious, you look at it from a different perspective. It's a really enriching, wonderful experience to know that, I know I'm connected to everybody on this planet. I know I'm connected to all life. And so some of us more than others are more, we experience more of it than others. Others, it's more subtle. It's like I said, it's just a difference across the collective of all of us. And when we know that, okay, so we have this going on, and we have a lot of people concerned on the planet. It could be a stubbed nail, but if it's portrayed a certain way, the bicameral civilization begins to respond pretty much as expected. Okay? So this is nothing that isn't, it's not out of the norm. It's pretty much standard on how a bicameral civilization will respond to something like this. And so you can manage it from a much more enlightened and positive perspective within your heart mind. Is that you are not in harm. You never have been. It's that ego mind that can literally slip you into that feeling. So in this meditation, we're going to do a cleansing and a neutralizing of a couple of things. One is going to be to ease the fear. Okay? And our biggest vehicle is the love that we are. And we want to create a blanket, if you will, that wraps everyone on the planet feels really good and comforting, or you get into a warm bed and it feels comforting. This is the frequency and the energy that we care to flood the civilization with. All of our brothers and sisters of the planet that we are all connected with. That we're not interested in fear, anguish, stress, worry. We know where that comes from. You know, we've gotten to an understanding with ourselves that it comes from the ego mind. It comes from the bicameral position of the civilization. And we're experiencing a lot, and we're going to experience a lot more. And it is not a negative. It is the opposite. But, you know, you perceive things a certain way. We all see things differently. And it's the diversity of this civilization, all 9 billion plus. And so those of us who can affect the deep eternal love of all of us in everything and use that to harmonize the planet, the civilization. So you picture that in your heart mind. It's a visual. And you see the picture as you start to snap the pieces into place. And the picture is of serenity and of peace and of calm and a strength, a deep strength of the gods within all of us. So it's kind of like assembling all the gods within all of the physical forms coming together and eliminating all of this dis-ease, this ill feeling, worry feeling, stress, the type of things that you're feeling it. You don't even have to be concerned about it because you're feeling it. We all are in different ways, okay? And there's just no way you're going to be able to just, you know, shut the closet, you know, and not have it in some subtle way touch you, affect you. So, not so much as this creation, but more so the delicate condition of the civilization is to disperse this disharmony, this frequency, this field that we all are experiencing in different ways, and to harmonize the civilization and balance with the highest, deepest eternal love. And we have, all of us are equipped with all of these columns of light frequency energy that we go over every meditation. And so we're going to utilize those columns today in this meditation. And this meditation is called Release, if you want to have a name for it. So if you will, go to a place where you are not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we really, really want to do is relax our bodies. So if any of you are feeling which we all are in certain ways, feeling the waves or the patterns of frequency coming from the civilization, the rest of our brothers and sisters, you will feel it and you will release it. So it will balance and flow. So all of us, as we relax our body, we release, we let go. It's like a strap or something that has a buckle, and it's too tight, and it's causing pain, uneasiness, discontent, worry, and it's really strangling and cutting off circulation. So when you finally remove that buckle and it is released, everything goes into balance. It recovers. It feels at ease. It feels good. That feels good. So you release the constriction of the disharmony that we all are experiencing in different ways. So we just release it. It's just responds by relaxing. You say, body, I release, let's release anything emotionally that is affecting us in a discomforting way. So you get, several billion people of this civilization on the planet worrying about a cold strain, then you realize that we will counter that frequency with a much higher frequency. That's a low frequency. Understand that. This virus is a low frequency. It really isn't harmful unless we make it so. So, in releasing the stress of the body and literally releasing concerns and anything that may be heavy, we just let it go. Falls off. Remember, we're the master and commander. We are literally the masters of our genes in these physical bodies. So as we relax the body, we want to move into the now. This is very important, especially in key situations like this, where there's disharmony. Moving into the now, think about this, eliminates anything that we're thinking about in the future, anything that we're mussing around with in the past. We're only in that moment, in that now, all of us. And in the now, we still the noise, we still the monkey mind, the ego mind, and we still the subconscious. Because all we're doing is we're just focused on one thing, the now, in the moment. That's it. You'd be amazed at what that does for your balance and your vibrational harmony. It's amazing. And in situations, when we have frequencies like this on the planet, like we do now, it is imperative to stay in the now. Period. You can be aware in the now, in the moment. And in the moment, you feel good. In the moment, you focus on feeling good. In the moment, in the now, you focus on you are relaxed. Is that you are one with the God within you. In the now. Always the now. Because the God within you is always the now. So as we do this, we relax the body, we move into the now. We still the monkey mind, the ego mind. And we want to then breathe. Breathing is very important to balance our bodies, to balance our frequencies, to calm, to smooth out the wrinkles. And as we breathe, we breath in through the nose and breath out through the mouth. And take a nice healthy breath in, and then we sustain it. We kind of hold it for about 3 seconds. And as we hold it, we can use wonderful frequencies. We can say, I am love, I am light, I am powerful, I am benevolent, I am gentle, I am kind, I am generous, I am peace, I am bliss, I am benevolent, I am tranquility. You can feel those vibrations when you say them through the heart mind. It's wonderful. It bathes you inside and out. So when we focus on our breathing, it calms a lot of things in our physical body. Because the monkey mind, because we're in the now, the monkey mind can't carry on with much, really, any monkey business. center and relax and move into ease and release. Okay? And the more we practice this, the more it will go on autopilot, the more it'll just kick in automatically. So we won't get off track. Eventually we'll always be in the now. And so, as we breath in, and we want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking, as you breath in, you're breathing in divine positive energy. And this comes from the collective consciousness, the pure consciousness, source creation, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it comes in through your gut, and it comes in through the heart mind. It does not come in through the ego mind or the monkey mind. And as this comes in, it is a motion. It's a vibrational frequency. It's not voices. It is a knowingness, a feeling. And as it comes in through the heart mind from the God within you, it communicates to ease ourselves, to release, to not embrace anything that may be caustic to us, is to release things that come in and be aware that they are not our thoughts, that they're coming from the collective consciousness of the planet. And that's that we understand. And we release anything that we may inadvertently want to embrace because we think it's ours, but it is not. It is the people, the rest of the brothers and sisters on the planet experiencing these things, which are frequencies. These frequencies are transmitted across the planet. They affect all of us. And so we're aware of that, and our intent is to release the worry and the fear, and to literally flood it with the deep eternal love that all of us are, that we are all made from. And this is without any conditions. This is totally eternal. And it will ease as we connect with Gaia and her God. It will ease all of this distraction and all of this stress and worry. And it will replace it with the light fire. Now, as we breath out, we're breathing out and releasing anything that has come in over the past several days that has caused us to become a little off or a little imbalanced, which is the frequency of the civilization. That's basically the bottom line. That's what it is. So we are not manipulated by the monkey mind. We are in mastership through the heart mind. And we are in the now. So we are one with the heart mind, and we are one with the God within us, the kingdom of God, the heart of God, the mind of God, the eyes of God. And we have others with us who are also aware of the slight disturbance on the planet with the civilization. We have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, and the archetypes, who are vibrating of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love and the highest, deepest gratitude. They've been with us since the beginning. concern of their well-being. We have the Ascended Masters, also aware of this bump in the road with the civilization, and they have been with us for a very long time. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, Thought, and many, many, many more. They have ascended out of physical form and hold God form. We have ascended into physical form to experience the physical form. And we're all together. And we're all in now. And we're all very aware of the slight disturbance in frequencies at this time on this planet Earth, Gaia. So we come together and we immediately form a circle of light. And we don't appear, it's just the light. And it embraces the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, in this now, in this meditation. And as we form it, it is an absolute brilliant and the highest of highest high frequencies of deep eternal love and the deepest of gratitude. And it lights up the darkness of space. It grays out the darkness of space. It is so bright and brilliant. Now, this light begins to vibrate at such a high frequency that it saturates and floods each and every life form on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia. And it is deep eternal love. And as it does that, we put an actual gossamer field of immense, brilliant spectrum of vibrant, multiple colors of reflective light. And it's a gossamer field, and it holds all of us in its existence, in its frequency. And all of us embrace it. And it brings with us to remind us all to utilize the parts that we are, where we have the purple transmuting flame column. And that flame, the purple transmuting flame, we use right now in this column to transmute all of the lower frequencies, all intent of harm, no matter where it comes from, all intent of discomfort, all intent of anything dealing with doing anything to disturb the natural flow of life. And as we all know, life is the highest value in the universe. So we literally transmute all low frequencies causing any disturbances in the lower realms of disharmony that wish to do harm. We transmute them into neutral light substance. Which this does is it makes them all inert. They lose all frequency. They become nothing. And then we take it and we bring in the violet ray column and we encase it in the violet ray. And we use the violet ray to literally purify and cleanse the area where it was harboring itself, because it is no more. And we send it back to source creation, basically for repurposing, which means back into nothing. Then we look at every single brother and sister, all light, high frequencies of deep eternal love. And we immediately encase everything in the white fire. And the white fire is such a high vibrational frequency that no one cannot not experience it, because all of us are of it. And as the white fire continues to flood and saturate each and every one of us, it forms an impenetrable field, whereas no low vibrational frequency of malcontent or of devious implied harm can function or even come near the white fire. It will be immediately vaporized into nothing. So you picture this in your heart minds, and you watch this beautiful white light fire embrace every life, every existence on and above and below this planet Earth Gaia, in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. So we watch it, and we watch as each one of us is literally lifted into the highest high of vibrational frequencies of the deepest eternal love and gratitude through that which created us, source creation, through the pure consciousness of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. Now, as this is literally flowing, we also call on Archangel Raphael, who has the emerald green flaming healing light column. So this is brought in, which is part of us as well. So we take the emerald green flaming healing light column, all of us, and we literally saturate all life on and above and below this planet Earth Gaia. Now, this fire, this green, emerald green healing light, we watch as it literally blends with the white fire and saturates and floods all of us in this beautiful, harmonizing, uplifting, healing. So any of our tissues, anything that we may have had confrontation from this low frequency, begins to heal. And as it heals, it becomes vibrantly happy, blissful, joyous, abundant, and at ease. You feel it from head to toe, inside and out. Not just this virus, this cold, not just that, everything through our whole physical vessel. It's becoming more and more harmonized. Our vibrational frequencies are moving effortlessly higher and higher. We are sustaining ourselves more and more into the deep eternal love that we are. And we are embracing more and more of the God within us. Therefore, as we continue to do this, any of these low frequencies that are ever tried to be generated cannot stay. They have no place. And when these low frequencies have no place, they leave. They cannot sustain themselves, and they never will be able to again. It is an understanding understanding with the higher vibrational frequency of this civilization that in eventuality all these low dark matter frequencies will not exist. We're experiencing the last attempts and the last vestiges of the lower dark matter frequency. And it has become more and more feeble as we watch those who watch those who watch. Now we bring in Archangel Michael's column comes in of the violet blue flaming light. This is our power and strength. This is our resolve. This is part of us. And it is a brilliant violet, blue, purple flaming light. And this also floods us. We call upon it from within, and it floods us and saturates and bathes us all. All of these frequencies, all of these columns are converging into one mainstream, multicolored, gossamer, crystal and light tower. And it is being installed as we're in this meditation. And it is being installed by source creation of that which created all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. Its intensity is beyond consciousness. And it's literally flooding, saturating all of us and all life on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, and this now in this meditation. You can feel it. You see it in your heart's mind. And it is magnificent. It has always been there. We are now bringing it into full view. Now we reach out, as this is occurring, to all of the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And only those who join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light, they must have the frequency of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love and the highest or deepest gratitude. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence. And they come in the Guga plexus, all aware, all connected to all of us, of what is transpiring currently on this planet Earth, Gaia, in this now, in this meditation. One Gugaplex fills this universe. They come in the trillions of Gugaplexes from every direction. They are now connected. They link with us. We are all one. Their deep eternal love is part of ours. We are all together. We are all love. All of this is descending upon the civilization. All of this brilliant, deep, eternal love, high frequencies, high vibrational frequencies, just absolutely spectacular, magniglorious event occurring right now. Flooding and literally disintegrating all of the lower frequencies that will ever try, have ever tried, to disharmonize the life on this planet. They are depleting and they are being vaporized as we are now in this meditation, in this very moment. They cannot sustain themselves at all. Our frequency only has increased by their attempts to literally disharmonize harmonize us. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we are joined. And they are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. And we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. Their gods are with our gods are with theirs. We are all one. We are all love. And our God-light energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, beneath earth, many, many, many civilizations. They too are one. We are all one. We are together. They too feel distress. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, and the highest and deepest gratitude, can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this vaporization of all the low, disharmonic, dark matter frequencies of this planet, once and for all. There, in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, and benevolence, and they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this now, this meditation, this circle of light. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude, and we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude, and we are all one, and we are all love. Their gods are with our gods are with theirs, and our God-light energy at this very moment, in this now, is literally saturating and flooding and vaporizing all levels of all dark matter frequencies, all levels of all lower survival matter frequencies, once and for all and forevermore. They are all being transmuted into neutral light substance. They are all being encased in the violet ray. They are all being sent back to source creation for total repurposing. We call upon our loved ones, all those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this brilliant circle of light, in this absolutely magnificent crystalline tower of pure, deep, eternal love, and the highest of highest vibrational harmony throughout the entire civilization and all life on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, in this now and in this meditation. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, generosity, kindness, gentleness, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, and benevolence. And they join us in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand, their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. And we are all one, and we are all love, and our God-light energy is intensified and intensified and intensified, and it is expanding throughout all creation. throughout all pure consciousness, harmonizing any disharmony anywhere now. We call upon all of the galactics, all of the off-worlders, and they too are experiencing the civilization of this planet on and above and below, Gaia, Earth. And they too are one. We are all together. Always have been, always will be. No matter how the ego mind tries to rip that asunder. Pleiadians, Arcturians, Andromedans, Syrians, just a fraction of the many, many, many civilizations. And we call on them to join us in this finalization of total vaporization of all low dark matter frequencies of this planet, on it, in it, above it, below it. And only those who are the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, the highest and deepest gratitude, and join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They are in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, and benevolence. And they come in the billions. They've been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and slavery. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest and deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude, the highest and deepest eternal love. We are of the highest and deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude, the deepest of eternal love. And we're all one, all of us. And we're all love. And our God light energy is expanding through all pure consciousness. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, and the highest and deepest gratitude can join us. And just to name a few, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the Pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. They too are assisting because we are all one, and we all came from source creation. And we were all created out of deep eternal love. And our frequencies continue to soar. They come in the trillions. Shapes, color, size, forms of which we've never seen before. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us now in this meditation on this planet Earth, Gaia, to assist with the total elimination of all low dark matter frequencies and all low survival matter frequencies, completely vaporizing them, neutralizing, sending back to source creation for repurposing. Once and for all. Their gods with our gods with theirs. We are all love. All of us are all one. And we're all concentrating here on this planet, in this now, in this meditation, through this massive crystalline column of light to totally eliminate all of the dark matter frequency houses all of our meditations in perpetual motion, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. There is no measurement in this frequency because it is so high and it is so vibrationally well tuned. And it literally is saturating each and every one of us, flooding and bathing us in the highest of highest highs of that which we were created from, of deep eternal love and the deepest of eternal gratitude. This is flooding us all as we are all one. You'll feel everyone on this planet, inside and out, above and below, every single life form is experiencing this right now. And it will continue to intensify and increase till there isn't one vestige left of the lower dark matter frequencies and the lower survival matter frequencies. They will all have been dismissed permanently. So it is, so shall it be. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out. visualize in your heart minds that you see this and you're witnessing it for the rest of the day into the evening and night and the following morning. Carry the frequency eternal. Not just visualize the crystalline tower, the cascading effect of the highest, deepest eternal love frequencies, literally flooding, saturating all on this planet, all life, and disharmonizing and transmuting into neutralized substance and vaporizing all of the lower dark matter frequencies and the lower survivor metal frequencies permanently, not to be revisited, not to be able to come back. Because this is what this is about. We are increasing our vibrational frequencies beyond any low matter frequency that can cause any harm, any distraction, or any disruption in the deep eternal love field that we all are. We will return here Monday, March 16th, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern to